If you were the black sheep or the scapegoat of your family, you have spent your entire life feeling like you were the problem. You were the one who was too sensitive, too difficult, or the one who just couldn't go with the flow. But psychology says that in a dysfunctional family system, the person who is identified as the problem is actually, almost without exception, the healthiest person in the room. You weren't rejected because you were broken. You were rejected because you were a mirror that reflected the things your family didn't want to see. Family systems theory calls this being the identified patient, but evolutionary biology has a different name for you, the evolutionary scout. You are the one nature designed to break the pattern. And if you have spent years walking on eggshells, wondering why you never fit in, you actually possess 10 rare psychological gifts that are the direct result of your survival. Before we dive into your gifts, we have to understand the environment that forged them. Being the black sheep isn't just about being different, it's about being the disruption. In psychology, we look at the family as a mobile, the hanging structure, with balancing parts. In a toxic or rigid family, the goal isn't growth, the goal is homeostasis, keeping things exactly the same. When you came along, with your questions, your sensitivity, and your need for truth, you threatened that balance. You became the scapegoat not because you were bad, but because the family needed a container to dump their unprocessed trauma into so they didn't have to look at it. You were the vessel for their shadow. And while this was incredibly painful, creating deep wounds of abandonment and loneliness, it also forced your brain to develop in a completely unique way. You didn't develop the neural pathways of compliance. You developed the neural pathways of a cycle breaker.